when I was 19 years old, me and a friend got together and we're like, man, we should just put on a worship conference. We should have a conference with teenagers and students, and just, for 12 hours from 7 p.m. at night to 7 a.m. in the morning, just get all these worship bands and let's just get together and worship God. And it was a really big idea, and I wasn't a youth pastor, I was just a 19-year-old kid. He was even younger than that, and we had no money, we had no building to do it in, we had nothing, and everyone looked at us saying, you're crazy. And you can't do something that big. You're just a kid and you don't have what you need to do it. And we just kind of looked at them and said, you know what, watch me. They were telling us that we were too small, or what God was trying to do with us was too big, and or the place we were at was too small to do something that big. And we knew that God put it in our hearts to do it. So we said, no, we're going to do it. We called around and we finally found a church that said, yeah, you can do it here. That sounds like a great idea. We'll let you use our facility and our sound system. And so we said, yes, look, it's happening. And about a month later, we're about 3 weeks out from the event, and this church calls us up and says, actually, we've kind of had a change of heart. We're actually going to need to charge you $6,000 to use our building for that long. And all the people that were telling us that we couldn't just sat there and kind of said, I told you so. And I remember just sitting there and, while they're telling us and kind of almost laughing at us saying, we told you couldn't do it, you were wasting your time. I just looked at them and I said, you know what, watch me. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Watch me. Watch me do this. Watch God finish what He started. Watch God do the impossible. It's going to happen. And next thing we know, this church calls us up out of the blue and said, hey, I heard you need a place. We go there, it's great. We didn't have enough bands. We ended up getting 7 bands local from Tucson, and we had 5 bands come all the way from California for free to play for this event. We ended up with 12 hours of worship, 12 different bands. It was amazing. And we did it without one dime. It didn't cost us anything. And, 300-400 people showed up. It was great. It was a fantastic event. I just remember sitting there looking at the people that told us that we couldn't, and say, see, I told you God could do it.